BootlegKev.com with the homie Crooked Eye, Long Beach's finest in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Crook, man, how was everything?
I can't complain. Who would listen if I did?
The Statik album was crazy.
Thank you, sir.
Very kind of unexpected. I know Statik was telling me you guys were working on it, and I was like, man, I cannot wait to hear what this thing sounds like, and it was amazing.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
How'd you guys link up?
Man, we was talking about doing it for a long time, and then you know how it go. You just keep talking about it until it happens. I think we was backstage at a Prime show, and I think Statik was like, yo, man, we need to go ahead and make this happen. Looking at Royce and Premier up there, he was like, yo, we need to go and make this happen. I'm like, all right, send the beats.
And it was that easy. A lot of people don't do that anymore with the whole entire cohesive sound and all that. What's the latest with Horseshoe Gang, man? Some of the most underrated dudes in the game, I always say, man.
They doing their thing. They got a brand new album called Four Brothers coming out in September. You know what I'm saying? They just shot a few videos in LA for that. They just stay working. I mean, you know, them brothers right there, man, they don't ever stop. They just around the clock work, grind. That's all they know. So everybody be looking out for that. Four Brothers, Horseshoe Gang,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I always remember when I was a kid, I got duped by Death Row Records. I bought the Chronic 2000.
Ah.
What was that? Remember that CD?
Yeah, you thought it was the Dre one?
Yeah. And there was that dude on there that sounded just like Snoop. What was his name? Remember he said, homie sound just like Snoop.
You talking about he had dog in his name too, didn't he?
I don't remember, man, but I was like, damn, they even found a fake Snoop. But yo, no,
I wasn't Top Dog.
It might have been.
It might have been Top Dog.
It might have been.
It was before TDE Top Dog.
It might have been. Yeah. No, but you were around that, and the Wake Up Show is kind of where I first heard of you. What was it like being around Death Row Records during the after the glory, I guess I should say. I mean, because you were on the XXL cover with them and all that.
It was interesting. It was enough to write a book about. You know, Suge was locked up when I did my deal with him. You know, and I basically negotiated my contract in the penitentiary on a penitentiary visit, and you know, after that, it was just making music. You know, he had a lot of money though.
Right.
So the money was flowing, but the music wasn't really coming out. Cause in my opinion, people was trying to blackball him, and then when he got out of jail, it was just even worse. Like they showed him love when he was around.
Of course.
As soon as he left, it was like, you know, we ain't doing nothing with that kid. Like they didn't want to see him back in power. So, you know, my whole ordeal on Death Row was just basically traveling to Hawaii and the Bahamas and
getting some checks.
Living the life of a rap star without putting out
any music.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that was before mixtapes and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I want to put out music. All this is cool, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to put some music out.
It's funny because you say that, and like you started one of the biggest trends in hip hop, which is putting out weekly releases. You were the first guy to ever do that. You did a year straight, right?
A year straight, yeah.
52 records.
52 weeks, yeah.
That's like still something that I don't think anybody's ever done in a year straight.
Yeah, I think
people do it. They'll do it, you know, here and there, but 52 weeks in a row is crazy. How much music like are you sitting on from that period? Because I assume you have so much music from that.
A lot of music, man. And plus, I never stopped working. Like, you know, I got a new album in the can right now, and I'm working on 2 EPs. So I just never stop working. I just sit on gangs of music, gangs.
Let's talk about Joe Budden. He's been going at Drake pretty heavy.
Right.
What do you think of the records? I think they're all fire. Obviously, Joe's got bars. But what do you think of the entire... He's put out 4 records, I think, so far. What is your take on the entire Joe Budden Drake thing?
I think Joey is... to me, from a distance, it just looks like a disappointed fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like a beef to me. It's like, you know,
Joe's holding him accountable as a fan of Drake.
As a fan, yeah, like telling him like, yo, I don't like where you're going right now, creatively. He listened to Views. He had his opinion on Views. He put it on his podcast.
Yo, that podcast, it shows you how powerful that podcast is because so many things he's mentioned on the podcast have like caused him, you know, riffs already, which tells you people are really listening.
They're listening, and you know, he heard the Drake record, you know, a couple months before it came out.
Yeah, the No Shopping record.
Yeah, he heard that, and I guess he just took that like, okay, he about to start throwing shots at me, so I'm gonna gear up. And he just went into Joe mode and went in there and did like 7 or 8 records probably. You know, it's a trip to me to see it all unfold. I mean, you know how it go in this game. You got a lot of power, and you got, you know, you might win the battle, no matter even if you didn't creatively. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's cool to see that it's just something that we know is gonna be on wax.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because all too many times the beef spill over in the streets. Now you got all this other shit involved.
Now I got to ask you today, your boys, the meme of the century today. Did you see the video? Some fans like kind of came at him, and then he checked them.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it's kind of fucked up too. That like, what would you expect somebody to do? Like if you're a real dude and somebody comes at you sideways and like you chase them down, like you should get props for that. In my opinion,
this is Bizarro world. You know that.
It's the world of memes, man.
Yeah, everything is reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the
days, is pimping pimps, and you know,
straight up,
it's like real is fake to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
You get clown
being weird
real.
is cool now.
Being weird is cool.
Yeah,
you
real
know,
shit.
Everything is reversed. It was like, you know, they was on Meek's head because Meek wouldn't respond on Wax. But now they make up excuses why Drake shouldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same people. So
100%.
It's just a big Bizarro world thing, man. I don't know. You know, Joe gonna be Joe.
Talk about what you got coming up next. Obviously, you put out a couple projects in the last year. Sex, Money, and Hip Hop came out.
Sex, Money, and Hip Hop, that did good for me. I mean, you know, we just pressed that up and basically just did it old school style. We didn't want to really go online too much with that.
You say you're working on a couple EPs?
Working on some EPs. I got an album, Good versus Evil. It's coming out probably September or something like that. It's done. It's in the can. It's a different type of album for me because it's like a concept album.
Oh, dope.
Through and through. So I think the fans might like that. I've been just working on this on my TV show. You know, I got a TV show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called One Shot, and what it is, it's like an American Idol, strictly for hip hop.
I think I did hear about that.
Yeah, so you know,
is Sway involved?
Yeah, I went and got Sway to host it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
We go city to city looking for new rap stars. We did the deal with BET. You know, so the show will be out. You know what I'm saying? August 23rd is gonna air. On BET.
That's dope.
And you know, it's real dope.
Be a nice
man.
check. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to do that too. But it's just dope because we was able to go city to city to city to city and see all this brand new talent. When we was in Chicago, 5,000 MCs showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And same in Atlanta. Same in
damn, that's crazy.
And we have celebrity guest judges in Atlanta. We had T.I. and DJ Drama, and it's real dope. I just think that it's gonna change hip hop because it's too many people that don't get a shot.
It's full circle too, because like I said, man, I remember copping them Sway and Tech freestyle tapes back in the day.
Exactly. And then Tech is a judge on the show.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah.
That's all full
I went
circle.
to my family.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm like, yo, you know, I think more people should do that. You know, when you get a chance to do something big, go back to the people who helped you even be in a position to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Sway and Tech definitely did that for me. So it's dope, man. BET, y'all. August 23rd.
Be on the lookout.
One Shot. It'll be on, you know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts on the XXL freshman cover? I feel like I understand why a lot of the guys made it, but as far as rapping talent, it's probably the lowest that it's been. Not to say that those guys don't make good records and have their lane, but you know, it's getting a lot of flack for.
Well, XXL, I mean, you know, I think that a lot of these magazines, you know, I think that the big thing is advertising dollars.
Right.
So, you know, it's like if the advertisers are happy,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, you know. All the hip hop fans, the pure hip hop fans, they might not like it. And that's just what it is. I mean, my only argument with that is when XXL creates a platform for a young artist to come freestyle, do a cypher, do anything. You know, go home, write your bars out. You know, I don't care if you get in the mirror. You know,
did you watch any of those freestyles?
I watched them.
They were
and
bad.
My thing is if you just gonna walk into a platform like XXL and just come off the head, like that's kind of disrespectful.
You got to be super nat or somebody.
Yeah, if you're not super nat,
yeah.
It's kind of disrespectful to the culture. It's
sure.
Disrespectful to the platform that they're giving you. It's disrespectful to the fans who pay for this shit.
Yeah, I feel like the only guys who really killed it. I really like Little Dicky, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
and Davies is hard too. Denzel's dope.
And I think that we got to stop looking at this like hating. This is an opinion. And it's also a veteran. I've been in the game a long time. It's just somebody telling you some real shit.
Straight up.
So I think when it comes to the youngsters, you know, when they're 19 on their grind, they think that the
OGs are hating.
Yeah, the OGs are hating. It's not a hater move. It's really just pulling your coattail to tell you that it's greater if you study your craft and if you put something together that's worth everybody watching and all that. Because now look, you did XXL and it didn't really have the impact you wanted to because people are mad that it wasn't fire. So go home, make it fire, then go get on Double XL.
Hey, so I got to talk to you because I'm good friends with everybody involved here. The whole entire Funk Volume's not even around anymore, but. Talk about what that was like. That battle I thought was pretty dope. Like I thought
Horseshoe Gang and Hobson.
I thought Horseshoe Gang did their thing.
Well, the thing is, Horseshoe Gang is hungry. So anytime somebody say they can rap better than them, they add them just automatically. And I
feel like Hobson. I know for a fact because because now that they're not together, but Dizzy and Jaren had kind of like they were kind of like. Yo, you're kind of throwing that out there. Like, yeah. And so they kind of like by association have to jump in.
Ride with it. And now that the situation is what it is, you see that it's quite possible that Hop wasn't even really fucking with them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? At the time when they were loyal to him. You know what I mean? But I mean at the end of the day.
Because I know that there was I know Dizzy was really he was a little perturbed because everything was squashed. And then I think you had gotten mad because after you guys had a conversation, I think Hop retweeted something from a fan or somebody on Twitter that said like horse shit gang or something after you guys already squashed it.
Exactly.
And that
when you squash them, it's supposed to be squashed.
For sure.
What I'm saying? I mean, but at the end of the day, I talked to Hop, you know, and I talked to Dame a lot.
Dame's good people.
And, you know, I at the end of the day, I really believe that Hobson and Dame made a good team. I wish they would have stuck together and just kept the Funk Volume flag waving. You know,
Dame's good
my
people.
little brothers, man, they not worried about nobody when it come to rapping. I don't even care if Jay-Z step in the room and say he want a piece of them.
They'll step up.
Go straight to him. That's just how we were bred. We don't see celebrity status. We see somebody saying that they better than us.
Hey, coming from Long Beach, there's a couple of really. I mean, I love Vince Staples.
Vince Staples, Joey Fats.
I was going to ask you about
Tiny C Style. With
OT
Currency.
Genesis is from the LBC. A lot of people don't know that.
I know.
Because he said, like, a lot of people think he's from Atlanta or somewhere down south.
When you travel, you pick up flavors from different places.
But he's from your hometown. Dude. What's your relationship like with those younger dudes that are coming out of Long Beach?
It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. I had CLB Radio with DJ Ski for a while.
Yep.
And we had OT on the show, you know, and a lot of people knew how, you know.
Yeah, he had a couple records. Yeah, that Jackie Chan record. Yeah,
that was fresh off the Jackie Chan when we had him, you know. And now he's doing his thing, man. I love to see it, you know. I just love to see it. Like I'm reaching out to him now. I might try to see if I can get him on one of the
definitely got to do
one
something.
Of the TV show
episode. That'd be
tight. Guest. Keep the city moving, you know, in the right
And
direction.
obviously, everybody's always going to ask, is there what's up with the third? There was an EP, but what's up with the third Slaughterhouse album?
I mean, Slaughterhouse is a different thing. It's like you got four dudes doing a bunch of shit, and then you know how I go in the game.
For sure.
When it's time to put your album out, you gotta kind of like have,
especially now that you guys are signed to like
you gotta have like 4 months of time
put aside
to promo. You know what I mean? So trying to get four dudes
who are doing their thing. Shout out to
stuff.
Royce's new project's crazy.
Layers is crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now you got to shift gears and you got to go 4 months straight with promo together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a timing thing because when I'm ready, you know, well, I'm always ready. But when people are ready, it's like, okay, well, this person ain't ready or that person ain't ready. So it's one of them. And the fans, they getting sick of it, man. I could post, Happy Mother's Day, and the fans would be like, where the fuck is Slaughterhouse album? Like, that's all they want. Well, they don't care.
I'm curious, like, I felt like some of the records on the last album, I was a little disappointed with the last album.
Right.
There were some great records. There were some records I wasn't crazy about, but it felt like some of the records, like the record with CeeLo, kind of felt like it just kind of felt a little contrived, like
right.
And this is why we're making this record. We're making it to try to.
And it's funny that it sounded like that because
it wasn't that way, or what?
Not at all. When the beat came our way, had that 80 sample.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we went in there and we did what we did. And
the album was good. It just wasn't.
Listen to My Life. In particular, the song you're talking about. Listen to the lyrical schemes, the cadence, the patterns, the multi-syllable flows on there. You don't ever aim those at crossover.
Well, obviously,
You know what I'm saying? So when we were in there, we just took a sample that we liked,
I just want to see you guys do a whole album with Just Blaze.
I know, and then
that's all I want.
And then when we use CeeLo, we know CeeLo Goody Mob.
Of course.
This ain't the TV show. CeeLo, like CeeLo is that dude.
CeeLo got bars.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just all. But people always say that. But then when I go, like even tonight, if I pull that song out, they go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a terrible record.
I just think what it was, man, is.
I think that first Slaughterhouse album
should have been put out differently, in my opinion.
Right.
I think Hammer Dance should have been the main focus, like not a street buzz record. Like
that's what it was. Yeah.
Let's push Hammer Dance
because that's a Slaughterhouse record.
That's a Slaughterhouse record,
dope. Yeah.
And it was dope. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I think what you live and you learn. I mean, dog, we came from the mud, like. We came from major labels to independent grind for years,
and then y'all
back
came
to a
together.
major,
yeah.
And it was like, okay, so now what? You know what I'm saying? Like we really was in there just happy to be fucking with No ID.
What was it like that first that first tour when you guys hopped on tour with Tech?
That made us men. We weren't men into that.
Did Tech 9 have those crazy rules in check yet back then? Because I know now.
Oh yeah, we almost walked out.
Strange Music got
crazy
rules.
They had the rule book. We was at the Strange compound. They was like, all right, this the rule book. We pulled our management to the side like, yo.
Come on, man.
We not going to last on this tour. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, y'all ready? Shit, we got to get the fuck out of here. But but it was cool because, Tech worked. Boom, 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 boom. We did like 60 shows in like 65 days. You know what I'm saying? And that was just back to back to back to back. I mean, sometimes you don't get a hotel room. You got to just go to a truck stop, pay $10, put on some shower shoes, take a shower real quick, get back on the bus, keep it moving, And it was really one of those tours where you don't get to see a barber, you don't get to lay up in the fly hotel, you don't get to hit the after party club, you don't do none of that. You just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, because I think the curfew is like 2 a.m. or something.
The bus tried to leave me many a times. You know what I'm saying? But I was outsmarting him. I paid the goddamn bus driver. I got here.
No, you better wait.
Yeah, just wait on me and then pull over on the side of the freeway. They gonna all go to sleep. They gonna think the bus is moving. I'm gonna meet you on the side of the highway.
Yo, man, I know you toured with Ritz. You and Ritz got to do a record together, man.
I did the Laugh remix with him.
Oh, you did. That's right. That's right.
Yellow
Yeah. That was crazy. That is true. That was
the Ritz tour was nice. Now that was a dope tour.
You guys got. I remember seeing y'all in Tampa. It was fucking.
We was getting fucking faded every day. He had the Crown going. I had the Jameson going. We was having contests, just getting towed the fuck up.
Word up. Well, look, the show's August 21st on BET.
August 23rd. BET 23rd. One shot. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you watch it.
Good versus Evil album coming in September. You know what I mean? And just trying to create more platforms for up and coming artists. That's really what I'm dedicated to right now.
And Slaughterhouse album. I guess we'll fucking see when Joe Budden stops dissing Drake. We'll.
House
Word up, man.